of the Things, an epic fantasy by A.P.R. Marshall and J.H.W. Lloyd. Fourth Chronicle.
In the elder times, all the lands were ruled by the evil one, save the kingdom of Albion. And as the hour of the black muster drew nigh, the men of Albion became poor and weak and suffered much. And they cried out to the elven kind for some power they might have as their own. And the elves called a great moot of all their kind, and it fell upon Theodar, silverest of all the tinkly host, to choose one mystic device and entrust it to the care of man. And so the high tinsel-spun sparkler of elves plucked from his pouch of knowledge the thing called 7. This he handed unto man's keeping, to be hidden amongst his common numbers, for the use of his most sacred trappings. Thus it was that their sins were named after it, and their virtues, and their wisdoms, and their brides and brothers. But during all this time, men were slaughtered and starved as never before, and said, truly, we should have made a few swords, and gone out to carve some elf meat off that witless gnome. And so the wondrous gift was forgotten, except for some who remembered the ancient rhyme of 7 heroes, and hoped that power lay therein.
Radox! Radox! Are you coming?
Who is it?
It's me, Radox the Blue.
Oh, hello there.
Oh, where have you been all the afternoon? We missed you downstairs.
What, at the lecture about the rise of evil?
No. Most of us cut that intellectual stuff. We had a great contest to see whose owl could catch the most mice. Of course, we had to use the sugar ones indoors, but Fengel the Pink won hands down. Mind you, it did choke on the string.
Yes. I'm glad you popped up. Come in.
Right, you.
That old hero thing, how many lines does it have?
Oh, 10. 10 at least, I should think.
10?
Oh, yes. Look, 2 whole hands.
Well, now, what's that in hands and thumbs?
Let me see. 1 hand and 5 thumbs.
I thought so. I completely forgot the last 4 thumbs. Now, help me look through the wardrobe. My other robe's in there somewhere.
Other robe?
Yes, as you know, I was Radox the White before I became a herbal, but I sometimes use the old one as a dressing gown when it's a bit chilly. Here we are. Now, you try that pocket. Anything?
Just a few black olives and a phial of sunflower oil. Hang on. I think there's something slipped into the lining. Yes, here we are.
I knew it. Let me have it. I haven't seen this bit for ages. Yes, just as Agar said. 1 man of noble birth, 6 men beside him. 7 sentinels shall ride on the wind of battle, of course.
Hang on. Here's another bit.
What?
Can you make it out? There's a bit of wine vinegar spilt on the corner.
Matched with the evil one's dark hordes of chattel, though they may stand and fight blooded and mountless, no chance at all has right against all the countless. Oh, yes. I remember that at the time I thought it was rather a surprise ending. Well, this somewhat changes my plans.
What are you going to do?
There's but one thing I can do. If even the summoning of the 7 heroes cannot save Albion, I shall have to set out at once for the misty wood and seek the streaming.
The streaming? But, Radox, it is far too dangerous. Stay here, Radox.
Do you think me too old to keep my wits? Or some sickly child?
No, of course not.
Then I'm going to hold my breath till you let me go.
Now, come along, Radox. Be reasonable. Am I not your oldest friend? Did we not learn together as youths? You tried to copy my runes paper until old Coldar the Brown spotted us. Radox, you're turning purple. Oh, very well. But I shall come with you as far as I dare.
I knew you'd see it my way.
Hold fast there, Golden Longshanks. We have travelled almost 20 rook flights out of our way seeking the Tower of Trog and must return for wise guidance speedily.
Can't you make it gallop so it's less bumpy?
We have no time for comforts. I think only of summon trumpet.
So do I. This wine keeps slopping out of it.
What? Empty that at once, greedy dwarf.
I'm trying to.
We dare not damage it.
All right. I'm drinking it as fast as I can. Hang on, what's that?
Where?
Up ahead, stretched across the track. It's like some giant ropes and... Ah!
What's this?
I can't move. I'm stuck.
It's like a giant spider's web. Take care, Stephen. We are all three stuck fast.
We'll starve to death.
Some of us before others, I'll wager. If only I could reach my sword arm. Oh,
What's that? It's shaking.
by all the gods.
Hello, and what morsels do we have here? You may well ask. And I do, my dear, I do.
A monstrous spider.
2 humans in a bowl, more than enough for someone with a large and greedy appetite. And who exactly would that be? Oh, indeed. Someone who has carped incessantly for days about his hunger.
Hunger? Help me, Master, help me. I still have some pork left. These spiders have bottomless stomachs.
I fear it is not your pork he sets his eyes upon.
One nice little fat one here for you, I see.
It's feeling my stomach.
My sword arm is glued tightly to the web.
And also one far prettier. Or do you imagine my sight fails me? It often does in extreme old age, my dear. Oh, very witty. Quite the king's jester.
It talks with itself. What manner of creature are you?
I am called Hob, and I lob.
Let us go, or by the moons of Tranfax I shall...
Oh, so active. It seems a pity to paralyze him.
No! Get back! If I could reach my sword...
Oh, no. Oh, no, my dear. You're not getting away. We haven't had a meal for several moons. And that was scarcely memorable. Well, that's the last time I work our mandibles to the bone on cunning sauces to eat out a scrawny shepherd just because your web isn't strong enough to hold up.
Master, I think it's loosening.
Oh, how can you say that? My web is quite adequate to provide for a normal appetite.
Yes, I can nearly reach...
Normal appetite of a swamp. But, oh, no, my little ones, you shan't wiggle free. Paralyze the little devils. I grow tired of them. They cease to amuse.
No! Keep away! Keep away!
What was that? Well, it wasn't your bones creaking, my dear.
Needles!
No, my beautiful web is a ladder. Never mind your web, my dear. Save your face.
Now I reach it. Back, spider! Into your hole!
Spider Dasher!
1,000 thanks, mighty eagle.
I am Zanxpur, the Sky Lord, chief of all the eagles. We have traveled far to locate you, young hero, at the bidding of Radox the Green.
Radox! I must return to him at once. Only he can tell me when will be the moment for myself to sound summon trumpet.
Radox is far from this place, deep within the misty woods. He instructs us to aid your fast passage back to Albion. Therefore, I and my captains will carry you and your kind to the battle plains by the great sea and the castle comfy lawns. I shall carry you myself, as befits your rank. Basper and Rasper shall carry your mighty steed.
What about me, Master?
Pasper, Raster, Gasper, Rasper, and Jartor. I have a task for you.
During all this time, did Radox the Green journey to the misty wood to seek the power of the streaming. For all wasted time and energy in the world did slip away and trickle back to its shimmering fabric. And it had the power, if it so desired, to lend back some of this time. But those who drew near did also risk its most deadly anger.
The way ahead grows very dark. Farewell, old friend. I shall think of you always in sunnier glades than this dank thicket.
And don't forget, the china is yours.
Pardon?
The blue china. The stuff you always liked. I always said you could have that, if anything.
The blue china?
With the sort of tree pattern. I remember you always liked that.
Oh, yes, the blue stuff. Yes, I remember.
You always liked that.
Yes. The stuff with the red and yellow flowers on. Now, that's very nice, too.
Now, that's Merlin's. I always promised that if anything should... that he would get the red and yellow flowers.
I thought he said to me the other day that he preferred the blue stuff, actually.
No.
I believe he did. Yes, I'm almost sure he said he changed his mind about the other lot.
But you always liked the blue stuff.
Well, I don't mind swapping for an old friend like Merlin.
Well, all right then, but he must have the serving dishes. I did promise.
What, the white ones?
Yes.
With the sort of crinkly bits round the edge?
Yes.
Right. I'll take them with me and drop them in on him, shall I?
No. I'm sure he'll go and collect them himself.
No. It's no trouble at all. I'll pop over the silver tea caddy to Matey the White as well, shall I? And the fish knives.
Yes, well, all right, but that's only if anything were to well, you understand.
Oh, of course.
Only if anything.
Yes. Well, I'll be off then. Farewell, Radox the Green.
Farewell.
I suppose the jam spoon.
Yes.
Right, no offence taken. I'll turn back now, then.
I must consult the map. The misty wood. Now, if only I hadn't failed room.
I think that particularly dark and menacing path ahead is the one you want. Farewell, and good fortune.
Farewell! Hello? Hello there! Easy, angst. Oh, the streaming comes. Now we shall see if old Radox still has his mettle. It is I, Radox the Green, come to consult with thee, O streaming. Yes, I know. I haven't been recently. I am sorry about that. No, I really am. No, I think it's a very nice forest. It doesn't look damp at all. Oh? No, I don't think that would be a good idea. My spare room is very small. No, of course not. I'd love it if it was bigger, but after all, you've got everything you need here in the Misty Wood. Trees and bushes and nettles, yeah. But what I really wanted to ask was... Oh, yes, I'm sorry. How are you feeling? Oh, dear. Oh, yes. Oh, not so bad, really. Except, you see, the forces of evil are dangerously close to moving in. No, not into the spare room. No, to Albion. Yes, I'm afraid so. And the thing is, I was wondering if you could see your way to letting me have a bit more time. Yes, I know you're always lending me more than I should have. And extra this moon for the Roundelay rewrites. Yes, it isn't all for me. There's a young hero who needs some too. Oh, really, there's no need to get... I'm sorry, but I am completely out. No, please, no. No, please, no.
And even as Radox the Green did battle with his nemesis, did the evil one finally descend from Mount Vesarpathur the Dark. Down was she carried on a raven black snow cloud, surrounded by such a multitude of orcs with flaming spears of fire, that 6 trolls, also descending, were constrained to use the stairway cut into the living rock beside. And she did say to the legions of the 7 armies of hell gathered in her name, "Fall ye now upon helpless Albion, for the hour of the Black Muster is here. And 3 mighty trumps sound at the moment precisely, and echo throughout all Middle Sea. And in the castle comfy lawns, the hours were numbered indeed.
The Crown Prince, mention it!
Most Royal Father, I have fought my way. What treachery is this?
Tear out this glancing hyena's throat and feed it to the hungry cockroaches.
Evil flesh-eating Lord of Crom does sit upon my father's throne and govern?
Throw this sniveling beggar with the carcass of a pig to the sea lions.
Rank Crom, a sword's length from me, but you shall pay dearly for my father's death.
There you are, Virginie. Scene as usual. Where have you been? Your mother's been worried sick.
While still you live upon my list of names, I shall not sleep until... What? Who said that?
We're over here, in the corner.
My mother? Still alive?
No, it's me, actually. We've got a rush job of larches on at the woodcutters. Now, listen here, my lad. I think you owe us an explanation.
Ulfric, can't you see the boy's been scratched?
That's no excuse, rushing all over the lands, threatening to kill everyone on some list. No thought of the diplomatic repercussions at all. Bursting into the Temple of Zilbor like that. Luckily, the ambassador was very nice about it all when I explained. We had most amicable discussions and agreed upon a bilateral compromise. We would hush up the list of death affair if, and only if, mark you, he would have you quietly murdered.
What? It was you, my father, who did cause the Brotherhood of Night to seize me and attempt to carve my noble body?
Well, yes, my good friend, the evil flesh-eating Lord of Crown, chaired the negotiations himself, and he assured me that...
You take the counsel of that cannibal and sentence your own son to grisly death?
The evil flesh-eating Lord of Crown is not a cannibal.
Throw these miserable prawn-faced vultures out of my sight and break open another crate of chocolate legs.
Very good.
Your Majesty perceives not what takes place. The roads are now clogged up with row upon row of children of the Evil One, prepared for war. Now boldly do they march upon this castle through our land. They deign to wait no longer.
No, they're not coming here. Crown told me only this morning they're engaged on a special fire practice for the surrounding land.
Fire practice? 'Tis true. They burn our villages.
Virginie, you really must stop exaggerating like this. One day it's going to get you into trouble. Mark my words.
So be it. Now the grisly dam has burst. I shall repair outside this place and stand against them all, though hopeless is my plight. If not one man I can locate to fight beside me, I shall use my sword till I am cut down fighting by the hordes of night. Crown Prince Ferdinand lies slain upon the sweet soil of great Albion's mighty plains. Farewell, gentle mother and proud father mine. I go now to my death to shed my blood and thine.
I think we should have talked more when he was a boy.
Ulfric, have you ever thought he might be right?
Elfride, you're too soft on him. You always have been.
Haven't you seen what's arriving at the castle this morning?
Oh, that. Well, it's some luggage for a friend of Crown's who's invited over.
Oh, is it? Well, just you come in here and look at it. Right. What is this?
Just a mirror?
It looks like the all-seeing mirror of Gunst, whose power lies by reflecting deep into the souls of the fallen.
Reproduction.
And all these axes, magic helms, and articles of torture?
Oh, collector's items.
I don't doubt it, Ulfric, but what sort of collector?
Well, Crown didn't exactly say who it was that was coming, but I expect the initials are carved in runes on his helm. Yes, there we are.
T-E-O.
T-E-O. Now, let me think. Who do we know with the initials T-E-O? T-E-O. Great gods! I've just had a most frightening thought.
Yes.
That awful great aunt of yours is called Teresa or something, isn't she?
Ulfric, it's worse than that.
Worse than that? Who worse than that would be turning up at the castle? Unless it's the evil one. The evil one.
Ulfric, don't you see? You've been wrong all along. Now they're overrunning the land and the castle, and we're all doomed.
Well, If that is the case, Elfrida, and we're about to be killed, there is one thing I must tell you.
What is it, Ulfric?
I'm an elf.
What?
I know it sounds unbelievable, but it's true. I've been keeping it from you for some time, but now I think it's the moment to come out from behind the toadstools.
What on earth do you mean?
I don't always go to the woodcutters, you know. Sometimes, in the evenings, I go to leafy glades and see other elves. And often, after a bit of nectar, we sing.
Ulfric, you can't be serious.
I am. I'm tired of hiding my pointy ears. Look, I'm elfin and proud of it. There.
Ulfric, what's that noise?
Then did the 7 armies of the evil one whirl up and violate the borders of sweet Albion from all sides. Like a sea of putrescent maggots, where they disgorged from the surrounding lands in numbers of great magnitude, crushing any fair flowers beneath their feet, tentacles or slimy underbellies, according to their tendency. From the south came the awesome vegemanry of Quan, 6 forests tall and stark, of man-consuming trees, with 14 regiments of shrubs besides. So each line did fall to Morloth, usurper queen of the fire-stinging giant bees, flanked by 6,000 ruby-fanged vipers, quick to nibble. At Compass East, the Cranian host, their swearing killer loons, supported by vast droves of blood-drenched, snapping monkeys at their head. And from the north, at the last, swept down the massed armies of the hellish wraith Pixie Alliance, whose appearance are struck from some versions for fear of the doom appearing less, which was not the case. And then was Aegar, son of Ulfric, and true-born hero of Albion, conveyed upon the wings of Zanspur, Skymaster, to the high plain by the great sea, with the tremendous horn, summon trumpet, and his companions.
Here is the place, great hero. Radox the Green did entreat us to bring you here. And now we must fly to protect our nests from the Harpies. Farewell!
Then where is Radox? There's no sign of him, nor any sound of his horse approaching.
Here, Master, what's this tall thing? I've never seen such branches. They're even taller than me.
This? Why, this is the great pyre of Albion, built of glistening blackthorn in the first days by unknown hands here on the highest place in the land. The songs say that it shall be lit by the very brands of the dead if ever the end of the world is... What are you doing, distracted dwarf?
Well, it'll be lighting itself any time, I should have thought, so a few minutes one way or the other won't make any difference. Anyway, I've just found this by your feet. Cheer up.
A hopeful sign?
A packet of sausages. Pity to waste them.
Brainless dwarf! Do you realize what you're doing? You shall awaken the soul of the mighty sage that built the pyre.
Oh, lights the great pyre of Albion in haste!
Oh, here, hold this tinderbox, Master.
Ah, give it to me, cravenly dwarf. It was I, Aegar, son of Ulfric. What of it?
Oh, why didn't you say so in the first place?
Radox.
I'm sorry about the boys. Security, you know. So, you had the wit to call me up. The sausages go round the bottom in a sort of cartwheel shape, with mustard.
But I'm starving.
Do as he says.
Yes, that's better. Well, here we are. Well, there you are, anyway. I'm so sorry I can't be with you in person. This is a recorded message. I left it behind, just in case.
I don't understand. But what has happened to you? Are you still living?
I know not. Anyway, to business, there isn't much time, is there? Now, the emergency instructions. At the first sign of the muster, go at once to the plain by the Great Sea. Do not stop for luggage, overcoats, blah, blah, blah. Well, you know the form. Now, next. Get out the summon trumpet provided.
I have it here, Master.
Good, good. Now, this is for the use of the chosen hero alone, or fearful calamity may result. Now, when sounded, the second hero shall rise from the sea on a Titan's wave. The third shall drop from the stars on the wings of 7 giant moon moths of emerald. The fourth shall wake from his slumbers beneath the ground and rend asunder the earth in his emergence. The fifth...
Listen, the Black Armies grow nearer.
Oh dear, I shall have to leave out the small print. Right. So, seeing the enemy draw near, shall this summoned trumpet be delivered up into the hands of the one who is to save the realm, and only him. And he shall put it to his lips and sound its note mightily.
So shall I, timely vision. Hear me so.
No, no! Give me that!
I thank thee, noble peasant, for your help. Now shall we see what magic I have worked.
Who calls the heroes?
What is this?
We come as summoned, wakened from our sleep. And I, great gods, you the heroes are assigned. Hey, you are taller than even I am known as Bully Giant Strike. You are taller even than I, Tooling Groucho.
My next height is equal to you both, and don't you call me Moley the Sky Racer.
6 dwarves? Is that all that crafty horn can muster? Vision, offer me your counsel once again.
Well, actually, it was supposed to be sounded by Agar, son of Ulfric.
What other son of Ulfric have we here? Am I not chosen hero of the realm?
I'm afraid not.
Then let him sound this instrument as proof.
Give it me. I cannot get the note. It must only be made to sound once.
That's right. You can't have quantity as well as quality, you know.
Then what must we do?
Oh, Luke, sausages. I'm starving.
No, get back there. Radox, what must we do?
I'm sorry. The spell is broken. I'll have to go. Fortune and luck, Agar and Benjamin, sons of Ulfric.
Regiments of hell grow closer now, and all true men must draw together also.
Together?
It matters not which of us Ulfric's sons was chosen. Here we meet, and here we fight.
So be it, Vegin. And will you stand with me, brother?
I will, oh brother newly found, I will.
And we will also, master, to the last.
I've just had the last.
No, Golin Longshanks and your kind. You have no part in this battle.
What? You expect us to stay behind just because you're too low to look small next to us? We ride together, all or none.
Aye. Then it shall be.
Aye.
We 9 against all evil's hordes. Come, ride with me into the battle's smoke.
Here the writings do become indistinct, and Agar, bravest hero, the crown prince Vegenin, girded up in his snow-white armor, and the 7 dwarves did straightway ride swiftly into the swirling battle smoke before them. And all that remained, ringing across the plains of Albion, were the sounds of darkness, desolation, and hordes of the things. Thus end the Chronicles.
In the 4th and final chronicle of Hordes of the Things, Patrick McGee was the chronicler, Radox the Green, Frank Middlemas, Badidas the Blue, Ballard Barclay, Agar son of Athar, Christian Rodska, Golin Longshanks and the other dwarfs, Jonathan Lynn, Hoblob the monstrous spider, Bob Grant, Zanspur the Skylord, Michael Kuhl, the Crown Prince Vegenin, Simon Callow, the evil flesh-eating Lord of Cran and Brother Scrivener, Aubrey Woods, King Ulfric the Wise III, Paul Eddington, Queen Elfreda of Albion, Maggie Steed, and Stephen the Minotaur was Martha Knight. Hordes of the Things was written by Andrew Marshall and John Lloyd and produced by Geoffrey Perkins.